Can Quant go down to $50 and possibly create one of the best buy opportunities for the QNT token? Well, in this video, we're going to go exactly through that and also going through the latest regarding the Quant token and whether you should actually buy Quant right now. Is it a good time to be accumulating Quant? We're going to be going through all of that and everything you need to know in regards to Quant, and also reacting to this interview for when it comes to Quant's utility and the founder of Quant actually talking about it. Now, before we go any further, guys, remember that nothing in this video should be treated as financial advice. Take this by everything by a grain of salt. A lot of the things that we're talking about is public knowledge, and we're only giving you our reaction to it and also bringing you the information to you. But with that being said, if you are new to the channel, subscribe and hit the bell to stay up to date on your favorite crypto. And also, if you're an investor in Quant, watch this video till the end, as I do think there's a lot of value to take away from it, especially if you're an investor into the QNT token. Now, when it comes to the Quant token, at the moment the price of one Quant is $121, and it's been sitting above $120 actually for the past week or two, which, it's been holding up pretty well. Now, when it comes to this interview, we're going to get on the interview later on in this video, but I do want to go through this article first, which was released just last week, and it reads, should you buy Quant? And it says Thursday for March 16th, but really it correlates to now as well, as the price from last Thursday and now is similar. It's pretty similar, right? It's still above $120, $120 to $125. So I think this kind of does correspond to now as well. So Quant achieves a low risk analysis based on the Investor Observer research. The proprietary system gauges how much a token can be manipulated by analyzing much money it took to shift its price over the last 24-hour period, along with analysis of recent changes in volume and market cap. The gauge is between 0 and 100, with lower score equating to higher risk, while higher values represent lower risk. At the moment, if you actually see here, it is on a green, right? So trade analysis, QNT risk gauge score translates to a low risk investment at the moment, and I do feel like Quant is one of the lowest risk investments in crypto right now, with a possible high ROI. And I say possible even though I'm a big believer in Quant, because this should not be treated as financial advice, of course. However, I do believe it's a low risk investment in the long term, which will pay off massively, especially if everything that Quant is working on ends up delivering, which I have no doubt it will. Now, portfolio managers who heavily weigh risk assessment will find this gauge more relevant when attempting to avoid or discover more risky investments. The price of Quant is minus 0.15% lower over the last 24 hours, leading to its current value of $126.21. The chance in price goes along with volume being below its average level, while the token's market capitalization has fallen during the same time period. The crypto market capitalization is now 1.5 trillion. Meanwhile, 34 billion worth of the currency has been traded over the past 24 hours. Now, I do want to obviously remind you that this article did come out on the March 16th, so just over a week ago. But to be fair, the volume has obviously gone lower than then. However, it is somewhat still up there. Now, the volatility in price relative to the changes in volume and market cap changes give Quant a low risk analysis. When it comes to the summary, the price of volatility of QNT over the last 24 hours results in a low risk analysis due to its price volatility in combination with changes in trading volume, giving investors a reason to be confident on the token's manipulation as of now. But yeah, guys, to be fair, ever since the article has come out, which was back in March 16th, the price has kind of stayed the same. It really has. It's been around the $120, $115 to $125 mark. And now moving on to the next tweet that I did say we're going to go through is, can Quant actually go down to all the way to $50? Is that even a possible scenario? Well, we're going to actually go through that right now. Now, of course, in the previous months, the lowest Quant has actually ended up going to, I don't have TradingView up, but if we actually go ahead and see in the past 6 months, the lowest point, of course, after the $44 point, which you all know that took place, it was about $90 if I'm not wrong. It was just around 9, so around here about $90 to about $85. That was the lowest point Quant has got to. And ever since then, I've always been saying that Quant could possibly go down to $70. However, in the last couple months, I've really come to the conclusion there is too much demand for Quant. Too many people are actually, just dollar cost averaging and buying Quant, which, leaves the option of Can Quant even go that low? There is such a low circulating supply of only 12 million, total supply of 14 million, and also you gotta remember that Quant is probably one of the most in-demand tokens for when it comes to long-term investments. Quant is not really seen as a token that is for short-term, to do a 2-3x in the short-term and dip. This is a token that people are stacking the bags for, just like myself, and I know like a lot of you watching my videos are not only buying Quant for a day or two, you're buying Quant for the long term. And that is why I believe less than $100 Quant is possible, but I think a $50-$70 is pretty unrealistic. But this was a tweet posted by Louis Crypto, who says, "The smell if QNT hits $50. I got laughed at by the Quant gurus in November after FTX dumped. I was warning everyone of the dead cat bounce, but the QNT Mexico did not like that. I look out for you, they just engagement harvest. Like, follow and retweet." I think fundamentals will save the day, and the scarcity of the asset is just too much buying pressure. And that's kind of what I thought, right? This is kind of what I've been thinking. I thought the scarcity of only 14 million total supply is just way too low, and for the demand it is showing right now, I don't think it will add up to go below $100. But in this tweet, he believes the price could go as low as $48 once the price hits and breaks $100 mark. Do I believe that will happen? I'm not gonna say never. However, it is something I'm personally hoping for. If Quant goes down to $50, and that's the crazy part, people want the price to go lower so they can generally be accumulating more. Just like myself, I hope Quant goes down to $40, $30, $50, $60, $70 so we can actually be accumulating. And when the time comes, it's probably going to be a good day for us, because we're actually going to be able to buy Quant for one of the lowest price points we will ever see Quant ever go to. We're going to go back to the price from back to about end of 2022, around June 2022, when the price was hovering around the $40-$50 mark. We could be going back in time and being able to accumulate for such low prices, the same price we've had after the market crashed earlier last year. Now, this was a tweet posted by Money Mason. It ended up getting a lot of traction on Twitter, over 10,000 views, and I thought I'd include this so you guys get his take as well, which is interesting. Fear not, QNT fam, your patience shall pay off in due time. We are still on track, Quant doing its own thing as usual, still consolidating into April. Movement and BB is tight, consistent volume, and that's obviously a really good light for Quant, which, I mean, take it as you will, whether that's good or not. If you want to be buying Quant for a lower price, you would want less volume and just more sell volume, right? However, at the moment, just consistent volume with buys and sells, new addresses weekly. And yes, the amount of addresses and the amount of holders increasing, it's astounding. We went through it in our previous video, but yeah, it is pretty insane, the growth that Quant is seeing for when it comes to its investors. New addresses weekly, we on the way. And that is kind of what he's shown in the chart. He's showing possible that Quant could go down as low as $101, which I believe, yeah, definitely it will. However, I just feel like something below $90 is just too realistic, and it's just too good to be true at this current point. But don't get me wrong, I will definitely be open on that happening. Now, we do have a video here which I wanted to react to, but I'm going to leave it for a video tomorrow, as we are going to be reacting to some more interviews in regards to Quant and Gilbert Verdian, the founder of Quant, which I'll be going through in tomorrow's video. So subscribe and turn on the notification bell to stay up to date for that. And with that being said, it's been your boy Crypto Maxi, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Take care of yourself and peace.